A lot of dogs behind me. Living in connection, living in embodiment. I am fully aware what just happened behind me. Hi! Welcome to today's video. Alright, we're here in a public area, the beach. I even just had a lady approach me. What are you doing filming? YouTube. Thank you so much to all my brand new subscribers. Welcome. It's you guys that are supporting my work here, what I'm doing, and I would just love to make more and more content for you. So thank you. It's all very, very appreciated. The sun is bright. This bloody hair. It's a bit too oily and it's like, ugh. This video is quite brief, so I'm sure you guys can tune in for the whole video if you're ready to do that. I understand TikTok these days. Yeah. Today we're going to be talking about ways to have the best day ever, and it's all about tapping into the flow, to tap into that direction of your life. So basically you're in that embodied state of everything is happening around you and to you because of you. Powerful stuff. Is it powerful stuff or is it just like common sense? So some keywords here would be alignment, source, flow, productivity, direction, embodiment, totality. The list goes on. Surrender. Surrender and letting go is such a big one as well. Just so much letting go. This video has come up today because I am exploring this concept today. I find myself sometimes out of alignment, disconnected, and I'm like, why is my day hard? Why do I not feel motivated? Why am I irritated? God, I get irritated sometimes. And then I catch myself and I'm like, all these things happen because I'm out of alignment. I'm out of connection. Not completely lost and swimming in the deep end, but just like there's something there that's not entirely clicked with my true entire self. Coming in hot. Are you guys prepared to keep listening if I use the hairbrush? So I'm going to give you an example of this actually occurring in my life. So maybe a week or two back, I don't know, sometime back, I was on the sewing machine and I was desperately trying to get something sewn. And it just would not work. The bobbin just kept wreaking havoc. The thread tension. It was the thread tension. If you're a sewer, you'll get it. So eventually, after mucking around, I'm like, this is too hard. This is like trying to literally shovel excrements uphill. So I asked my guides, I asked my people, whoever you kind of interpret this grander version of yourself, I asked them, why? Like, what is going on? And all they just said, there's like, maybe it's not time to sew right now. I listened to that, I accepted that. I'm like, you're right, maybe it's just not time to sew right now. There's other things we can be doing. So I immediately came back to the higher version of myself, tapped into why it wasn't in flow, about tapping back into that and saying what is in flow. It's letting your higher self take over and embody yourself into this direction that you're meant to be in. After they said, dude, it's not time to sew right now, I went up and I did other things and I didn't force anything. I just let my inspiration come to me. As I took a step away from that sewing machine, I was like, what do I actually want to do right now? Do I want to go eat a donut, or do I want to go downstairs and make a coffee, or is there another project I want to do? What is coming into me right now that is inspiring me and making me excited? And it's about tapping into that and following that excitement, because when you follow that excitement and you follow that inspiration, that's where the alignment is, and that's your direction already there for you, waiting for you. Also, by following this method, I really just got to enjoy my day. I had a fantastic day, and I'm using this all in past tense because I'm just using it as an example, but God, every day is fantastic. Every day is fantastic when we just tap into our connection. By simply following inspiration over chores and tapping into that flow state, our life is at the whim of miracles. And it's open to that magic. It's open to that energy that we perceive as magic. As an example to that day, I was living in connection. A lot of dogs behind me. Living in connection, living in embodiment, and working in my purpose. And therefore my alignment created my truth. My truth. What's your truth? Other dogs? I am fully aware what just happened behind me. It happens a lot. That's the second time today. Hi! So basically, when I tapped into this flow state and followed my inspiration, suddenly I was getting done all those projects. Like all the ideas I wanted to do, they were all just like divinely orchestrated into my path. And that day I was reaching productivity levels because I was in my flow and I was doing it with my true joy. I was connected. And that's where the joy comes from. It's from that connection to your higher self, the universe, to whatever way you interpret it. It's about being connected. And that's where the happiness came from and comes from. Doing things from your center. Doing things from your center! There's no one here, so I can be lame if I want to. Some ways that we can make this easier for ourselves, and I've written this down, and I should take note as well. Write down a list of what you want to get done. Now, this is in reference to Abraham Hicks because she's actually expressed this idea as well. Write a list of what you want to get done and then give it to the universe, give it to your guides, give it to your higher self. Say, that's my stuff, sort it out. And then tap into your flow and you'll find that what's meant to get done gets done. Not everything that you think has to be done actually has to be done. A lot of things we hyperfixate on and we're like, we have to do it, it has to be done. It's like our control trying to take over, when really the universe is like, dude, that doesn't have to be done, it's not relevant. So when you tap into your flow, you're reaching productivity levels because you're actually tapping into the information and the intelligence of the universe, designing your pathway that you've actually designed. Tapping into how your day is actually divinely timed and divinely planned and divinely constructed. And we can tune in to this by writing that list and giving it away. Or also by feeling your buzz. Meditate, tap into yourself, tap into your vibration and get high off your own frequency. That is honestly like a lot of fun, just feeling yourself and tapping into that. And number 3 would be just surrender, let go into that flow state. Take note, Lisa, take note. Guys, I'm talking to you just as much as I'm talking to myself. And also, lastly, remember, like I just said, not everything has to get done. Take notice when you're going against the grain. When life gets hard, take notice. Tune in, tap in, turn on, Abraham Hicks reference. Sort your stuff out. And tap into your joy. What's exciting you today? What's exciting you right now? What's liberating? What's making you feel most alive right now? That's where you're meant to be. So by following this method, sure enough, in flow, I went back to the sewing machine when it was divinely orchestrated for me to do so, and it worked. It simply just worked. Because it was meant to be. It was the right time, it was the right setting. They were like, yep, no, time to go to the sewing machine, and they let it work. So that's actually how you fix a sewing machine. This is the third poo for the day, and I have to watch them pick it up. It's time to wrap this video up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers. Welcome. Yes, there's a lot more content to this channel than you're probably aware of so far. This is just a taste of what I'd like to talk about on this channel. I hope you guys have a beautiful day and really tap into your connection and your truth. Tap into your light, activate your life. That's my new motto. Have a brilliant day today. Tap into your connection, tap into your higher self, and live in your divine truth. Mwah.